Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium. There are inflection points throughout the season, and this will be one of them for both of these squads in this top 5 showdown. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. I did catch up with Coach Sitake before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marco. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So BYU's offense will get the football first. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, this team's college football playoff hopes lie on this running back's ability to show up week in, week out. It's one thing to do it against subpar competition. We've seen that this year. But this is the real challenge now. At this point of the season, going up against one of the best run defenses in the country that's going to be honed in on stopping him. Can this guy answer the bell? Get another win. This is a team peaking. Put a couple of wins together now back-to-back. But if they win this one and this guy has a big game, that is a big statement.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Coleman. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to throw on 1st down. That pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch, called for and made. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the San Jose State Spartans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Cross, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that.
He smashes his way through again. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Vasquez. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Shelton.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They booted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Running inside. It's man. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And down he goes back at the 3.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back at...
Touchdown, Cougar. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Thanks to grab. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's third and goal and third and long. Bringing the heat, trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Sparty. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his man. It's Young. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Coleman. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's man. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's McDaniel. Throws to the wideout. And the misconnection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Lets it fly on the move. Fires and picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got a little grass. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Vasquez.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for space. It's man. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, San Jose State.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Coleman. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 11 team, the Tennessee Volunteers.
Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the BYU head coach at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Reese?
Holly, thank you. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. He Here's the pressure. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Coleman. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't.
Makes the catch and he's free. Lowers those pads. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Cherry.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. You know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action. Slide him, give him the rock.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Taken in on the right side by Coleman.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's a heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's McDaniel. Makes the grab, it's Barton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're on 35-14.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he's still running after the move. He's loose on the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Tried to run for it on 4th and 1, and there was nowhere to go. The defense gets the stop. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's man. Here's a little room there. He's at the 50. Past the 30. 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Spartan!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quick completion to the right. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running inside. It's man. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Got room at the 35. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's man. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On the ground, it's Coleman. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with...
Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.